Hey there, welcome to the Movie Review Mom YouTube channel. If you're brand new to my channel, yay, you finally found me. I'm so glad. And if you're a returning subscriber, yay, thank you so much for your support. Anytime you like, subscribe, of course, or even comment down below, it spreads magical YouTube fairy dust all over my channel so more people can find it. And as you, a subscriber, already know, my goal is to save you time and money. I hate wasting time and money on bad movies. So my goal is to give you the heads up on filmmaking quality and content so that you can decide whether or not you want to spend time or money watching a particular film. So today, the movie I'm reviewing is called On the Line. This mystery thriller is now available on Amazon Prime Video and Vudu. It's rated PG. It's an hour and 14 minutes. Not a full feature like that we're used to, like an hour and a half, right? But still pretty close. And my overall movie review mom grade is probably a C plus, somewhere around in there. So let me explain why. First, I'll give you an overview in a nutshell. I'll point out things I liked, things I didn't like. I'll offer tips for parents, themes worth talking about, interesting lines, and we'll finish up with recommendations for other films that are sort of similar that you might like or might like better than this one. All right, so let's dive in. In a nutshell, the story is about a telephone operator in England back in 1964. She's the only person that we ever see on screen, but we hear her answer the phone where a mysterious drama unfolds. Oliver Pearn directed and produced the film, as well as wrote the screenplay. So, quick tips for parents. I think kids are going to be extremely bored, and so might some adults. There is some cigarette smoking and talk of death and murder and things. Some of the themes that are illustrated very well are fear, compassion, and the importance of listening. So, here's the list of things that I really liked about this film. First of all, I had never seen Victoria Lucy in anything before. I thought she did a really great job holding the entire movie together on her own shoulders. It's really difficult for a one woman act to be interesting and compelling during over an hour and 15 minutes. And I thought she did a good job. The voices we hear on the other end of the phone calls come from Royce Pearson, Harriet Walter, Thomas A. Bliss, Sally Geeky, I don't know how to pronounce her name, Richard Heap, and Melissa Thom. The camera angles keep things interesting. The sound effects are especially important for us to feel the mood of the rainy night, as well as the other background noises during the calls. Filming well in one cramped location is always impressive work. We basically have one character sitting at the phone dashboard or whatever you call it, and yet it's compelling. Now, there were some things I didn't like, such as there are already several other movies with the same title. So how about changing it to something like Hold the Line or something different? I don't know. And I'm going to tell you about one of those here in just a few minutes. The film definitely feels like a podcast or maybe even a stage play. Unfortunately, the film just didn't hold my attention for very long and will be somewhat unmemorable. However, I still was interested. It still is intriguing. Um, I just got a little bit bored wondering, is anything else going to happen? I never saw the trailer. And so I was just curious. And that's kind of what kept me watching. Plus, I wanted to do a review and let you know about this film. So I kept watching. So I always write down funny lines and interesting lines simply so you can get a taste for the dialogue and the script writing quality. And I look back on my notes and I hadn't written any funny lines. It's definitely not a comedy. There are some humorous lines, but none worth writing down to share with you. But I did write down an interesting line, and this is by Agnes, who is played by Victoria Lucy. And she says, sometimes when we're scared, sharing with someone helps us feel a little less scared. That's kind of the crux of the movie, where she's talking to people and this mystery evolves and she's trying to figure out what's going on. And you're trying to figure out what's going on as the audience. And she's very compassionate, and that's a lesson in and of itself. To simply just listen to help people oftentimes work out their own problems, but it's helpful when you're able to verbally share feelings so that you almost hear yourself thinking out loud, and in a way that helps you to solve your own problems. That's not exactly what she does in terms of solving problems, but anyway, let me give you some recommendations for some other films that are sort of similar. Well, the first one, the name is the same. It's called On the Line. Now, this one stars Mel Gibson, and I think I liked it a lot more than other film critics did. There are some twists, and it was probably pretty easy money for him, but the cast did a good job, and there's definitely a mystery, and you're trying to figure out what's going on. And I kind of got a kick out of it. And he seemed to be getting a kick out of it as well. Another really well done movie is called Guilty. Now, that one stars Jake Gyllenhaal, who I think is fantastic in everything that he does. And he is on the line talking and trying to solve a mystery as well. And then another movie that's very different in tone, but similar in that it has a phone. That's probably sounds pretty loose. But anyway, it's called Mr. Harrigan's Phone. It's kind of a murder mystery thriller, and you're like, what's happening the whole time? And I thought that it was intriguing and interesting. All right, hopefully those will give you a little bit of a taste of maybe other movies that you might want to watch instead of this one. But if this one sounds good, I hope you enjoy it. Catch me in the next one and have a fantastic day. Bye for now.